This is Spider 2 snag. Not wide banana, the one he likes, but that's Spider 2 snag, and he knows what I'm talking about, but using Anquan Bolden as the fullback. Come on! Football!
Gentlemen, Baker Mayfield has risen from the football dead over the past couple of years. 350, another couple touchdowns, and we're here to break down some of the chunk passing plays from Baker Mayfield just cooking the Philadelphia Eagles. Phil Mackey with two former NFL offensive linemen, a decade and a half in the trenches, Alex Boone and Jeremiah Sirles. Gentlemen, we are here to celebrate Baker Mayfield today.
It's hard not to.
I absolutely. We talked about him yesterday on part one and just how much fun he has brought to this team. And I know there's a little spat going back and forth between him and Tom, but who's to say one is right and one is wrong? Like I think it's like Baker kind of got called out and he kind of was like, oh God, I don't know what to say. This guy was so serious, and then all of a sudden they're like, this guy's so serious. Like, well, maybe it's like, Tom, chill. It's okay. It's who you are. We love you anyways. But what Baker's doing down there, and I think the fact that we've all kind of slept on him for a while is giving him a lot of ammunition to come out and be like, you know what? Nobody believes in us. Let's just go out here and kick people in the mouth. And offensively, he is super fun to watch. Like, he's becoming a little Patrick Mahomes-esque, and I can dance around, I can move around, create plays, extend plays. Like, this is what they need down there, and it's fun to watch.
You know, it's funny, when I watch Cleveland play, I feel like they could use a guy like Baker Mayfield to run that offense with some of those weapons.
Wasn't he? Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
He was.
I can't remember what his background is.
I mean, watching Baker, watching Sam Darnold, it goes to show, like, if you're drafted in the top 5, it's not, and you don't pan out right away, it's not because you're not talented.
Right.
It's not, right? Like, sometimes the supporting cast plays such a bigger role than you think. Like, and these guys have worked through it and gone through the ringer and whatnot, and now they find a home with, I mean, look at this receiving core down at the bottom here. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. I mean, you got Bucky Irvin back there now too. I mean, his supporting cast, and then he's elevated his game around them too. He's becoming one of the top 12 QBs in college in NFL right now.
Yeah,
and then you had a great offensive line up front. Like, that's
Tristan
one of the
Wirfs.
I brought this up with Booney the other day. So you mentioned Baker and Darnold. The 2018 quarterback draft class, like, those two guys are making us re-rank it historically, because you already have Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Baker's going to be a legitimate top 10, top 15 starting quarterback for a while, it seems. And Sam Darnold is leading the NFL in passer rating through 4 games. So just, you're right, dude. Let's give it more than a season and a half before we call guys complete busts who are top 3 picks. So, by the way, if you're new to the O-Line Committee, click the like button and the subscribe button on this YouTube channel. Multiple film breakdowns every week from an offensive lineman perspective. Let's roll some of these key passing plays from
and how easy is it when you just throw it to that guy?
I love when DBs are like,
push
he
off?
pushed me. He touched me.
Can I get the push off? No push off? Dude, you know it's right when the camera's watching too, and they're like, he pushed off me. Number 1, pocket, beautiful. Receiver, wide ass open.
Let's go back and look at the
make it easy.
I mean, this Eagles pass rush is supposed to be the most ferocious in the NFL, right? They've talked about it all the time. They've got Carter, they've got Davis, they've got Brandon Graham still out there. I mean, you think they got Nakobe Dean, all those guys, and everyone just gets locked up here. Graham Barton, rookie at center, second-year right guard. I mean, backup right tackle. They go full slide protection here, double teams across the board. No one within 5
Cody
yards.
Getting more in there.
the center gets a little.
No, it's Cody. It's Cody Mock. Look at him. He's like, you know what? I'm free.
Whack.
Boom.
There you go. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, my favorite.
This is playing 7-on-7. This essentially was him playing 7-on-7 a lot of times in this game.
And we talked about this yesterday too. Vic Fangio is not a blitz at all type.
Keep it in front of you, man.
He's always keep it in front of you.
There you go. They kept that one. They kept Mike Evans in front of you there for 20 yards. Congratulations.
But that's the problem, is eventually these chunk plays start to wear you down, and then all of a sudden you're in the red zone before you know it. And if we can run the ball in the red zone and throw the ball, then you have serious problems. But once again, great offensive line, been tested the last couple of weeks. Now they're coming out here like, these guys are only going to rush 4 against. Make my life easy. Here we go.
And also, again, this is a full slide protection. Right, they understand, hey, let's keep everything full slid. You got 2 double teams right in front of Baker, right? So Wirfs is sliding down in here, and he's double teaming on 90. Graham and Cody are double teaming on 98, right? And then you have a one-on-one with your right tackle with inside slide help, and then you have the tight end and the running back double teaming on 19. So you have multiple guys in here to keep you clean. You can only do that if you trust your receivers to get wide open. Right. You've got 6 guys in protection
It's like a 3-man route.
Yeah, this is a 3-man route, and Bucky Irvin's your escape route. But he's just got plenty of time to push this ball down the field, and the route combinations have been really good, and Baker's getting through his progressions.
Dude, it's like you said, it's 7-on-7. If there's no heat, there's no pressure, you're just letting me stand back here and dice you up. Look who we have out here running routes. Oh, here we go. Spread them out. I love this.
Look at that pocket again.
This was a dart. This was an absolute
That thing might have had
missile.
smoke on it. I'm not even kidding you.
But this is when a quarterback's feeling himself and he has confidence in his arm and has confidence in what he's doing, just like we talked about with Jared Goff in the last film breakdown. The NFL is all about anticipation throws. First read, not there, right? Okay, first read's gone. Second read. When he lets go of this ball, he knows that there's a guy right there. I mean, this receiver has very little separation. There's also a defender in front of him, and he goes, I can get it there. I can put it there. And that's not even Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. That's Trey Palmer. That's wide receiver 3. And he has that much trust in those guys. And when everything's working like this and syncing in rhythm and Baker's feeling himself, look out. I mean,
look at that.
It's a great job here, too, man.
That's a one-on-one.
One-on-one.
The left side's locked in on a one-on-one here, right? Brandon Graham, year 15, been doing it a long time. One of the better. He comes through here. He tries to go through Tristan Wirfs, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm 350 pounds.
That's not gonna happen here."
Took a little hands to the face here. Probably not called.
No, definitely wasn't called.
Sets his feet, lets it roll, bang,
Dude,
right in the
look at that
numbers.
dart.
If it's a spirit, would have killed him.
Dude, I threw a ball to one of my kids the other day, and it hit him in the chest, and he dropped it. And I was like, if it was a spirit, would have killed him. One of the kids looked at me like, "What'd you just say?" I was like, "Nothing."
Nothing.
I've been listening to Jeremiah.
Don't worry about it.
Here we go.
So now you got a blitz now, right?
Look at
hey,
that.
we've been letting Baker hang back here. We've been letting him do too many things. We better blitz him now. Well, your receivers better be able to hold up one-on-one because Baker's going to pick you apart. He's going to see it. It starts with the protection.
Mike Evans was wide open underneath too.
Yeah, there was guys all over the place.
Funny.
Right, so they're sliding the protection here to the weak. So they're going left.
Pick it up.
He picks it up. 53 hug comes in and hugs. And again, they're trying to send a pressure now. They send 5, and still no one gets home. This is a great job by Graham Barton pushing his guard over the center. Right, that's a wide 3 technique. He's got to get out there. He sits on that. Cody sits on it.
It's a great job of Cody following that down. Look at that. It naturally picked that up. That's a beautiful twist.
And watch White chipping out here, too. You know you got your backup right tackle in. Right, Luke Gadecki's been injured. So White's going to sit here. Okay, my guy doesn't come. Let me just chip this guy on the way out.
Yeah.
Right? Just give him a little nudge. Just give him a little chip help. And then the receivers, when you go man coverage against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you're covering
Mike
a lot of ground. Like Mike Evans is wide open. He's wide open. I mean, the Eagles are in trouble on the back end of their defense right now, even with Darius Slay.
Super weird vibes in Philadelphia right now.
I don't think they're weird. I think we know the vibes. It's Philly. They're serious about their football.
We both agreed, by the way, in your absence, Jay, that this quick side conversation, even though this is a Baker Mayfield Bucs film breakdown, that the Commanders are winning that division at this point. Commanders, offense.
I think it's their division right now,
which is crazy.
And this NFC South is the Bucs division.
Yep.
I mean, the Falcons are hanging in there. Saints have come
Dude,
back.
The Falcons got in there because of a 50-yard PI call. Let's be honest. Like that's insane.
Hey, can't take it away from him.
You certainly can't. But here we go. This is a little bit of pressure here, but he's still.
So Baker's had clean pockets all game, right? So now what happens? That's a really nice move by that D tackle. Go back, watch the left guard. This is a hard block.
We've talked about this.
Your center setting away. You have to get down and cover this guy up. And you don't know if he's going to slash through the A-gap or loop around. This is why I don't love throwing the left hand into this play. When I play guard, and Booney, correct me if I'm wrong, I really like to set down to this guy and just throw my inside hand.
Yep.
Right? Just throw my inside hand, because then if he wants to move himself back out, I have my outside hand free to catch him. 68 dives down in here with both hands.
Right there.
And now if he catches that left hand, that's a really tough place to be. You have to drop and recover. He does a nice job of staying on him. But again, Baker hangs in there and anticipation throws. Doink.
Spirit would have killed him.
If it was one of these Buccaneer swords, it would have killed him.
The cannons fire.
Things are loud.
Yeah, this whole as I was going through, pretty much this entire game, it was so easy for 3 hours. Just very little pressure, bang, bang. This is the most rhythmic you're probably going to... Like, right there, he gets moved off his spot once, basically.
It's Chris Godwin. There we go. First time.
He was on his spot for 3 hours.
So they go a little exotic here.
Right?
Kind of an exotic look. So they just go into a 5-0, right? Dean's over there. Carter's in the middle. You're kind of like, okay, just you see Cody go 5-0, right? And then they end up sliding
he's pushing him over. He's pushing it, which is smart. Very smart, especially with their rookie center, Jalen Carter, standing up. I love that they did that because, look
at Ricard White stand up to Kobe Dean.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. These guys are...
If you want to play running back in the NFL, boys, this is what you got to do.
It's been a minute since we've seen running backs like this.
It's not about, you're going to get your runs, but if you want to be a guy in the NFL, you got to go put your nose in pass protection and butt dudes up and stone them. I mean, that's a phenomenal job by White.
Great throw.
Pitch and catch.
Let's do another one here.
First down.
Yeah, this Buccaneers team. I think people had a lot of questions last year. Is this a real team? I guess they got in the playoffs, expanded playoff format, and then they go in. The last 2 games between these 2 teams in Tampa, not close. Not close. Look at that, man.
How do you
feeling himself?
You in a fucking airport?
Dude, I don't know what's going on.
Boone's helicopter just landed in the backyard.
Sure did. Must be the air
Ohio State homecoming this weekend.
Here we go. A little rollout. Oh, there he is. Pitch, catch. I love this.
Yeah, just easy. Everything.
Hey, this is that simple. I'm going to hand it here and run over here, and what am I going to do? I'm going to bottle all of this up over here. All these pass rushers, we're going to get them all bottled up again, double team them. We're going to get the tight end down here, and we've already out-leveraged everybody. Like, now it's just a foot race between every single person, and it looks like the defense kind of falls asleep. Look at, isn't it Kobe Dean at 17? Look, he's kind of
he's jogging.
Go back.
This is the stuff that the film room's not going to love in Philly.
But hey, it was 105 degrees there. Like, it was hot, and this is one of the things that has an effect on you when you don't get to practice in this. Watch Nakobe Dean try and come back on this.
That's pretty brutal.
Dude. That's going to be a tough film session. And then he looks around like, oh shit,
was that me? Was that my guy? Oh god, could barely breathe.
Yeah, they're not going to love that in the film room on Monday morning.
But that's kind of what the Eagles feel like right now, doesn't it? It just feels like a bunch of different dudes. Rex Ryan was on ESPN one of these mornings this week just saying it literally looks like a bunch of contractors that are like no one's actually invested in the team or the group project. It's like, hey, it wasn't my fault. I don't know.
I thought they had a safety
Double
over the
move.
top.
Look at that, man.
Go to the high point, dude. They're all feeling themselves.
At one point, Baker was perfect through this game, wasn't he?
Was he perfect completion percentage?
Like early in the game, I think I remember watching it and they were like, Baker's 14 of 14, can't miss. Well, when you got a pocket like this,
look at this. I'm gonna pump here.
I've got time to pump fake, reset my feet.
That's wild.
He never gets off his spot. Go back and watch that.
The whole game he does.
Go back and watch that. He never gets off his spot. His back foot hits. Right, so ball's on the left side of the hash. He takes the snap. Boom. He gets back there. Hits 10. Bang. Pumps. Resets. The dude never got off his spot. Not one time did he get any pressure to get off his spot. I don't care what quarterback. This could be, what's the guy that just got? Bryce Young. If Bryce Young had pockets like this, he might be able to make that throw.
Might. I love how it's might. Well, we won't go too far with Bryce Young.
We're not sure about that one.
But
remember my hot take when he was going to throw for 4,000 yards this year?
Well, did you say this year, or did you say?
I said this year.
Did you stop your
sentence?
This year.
He's
going to throw for 4,000 yards
in
the UFL at some point.
Was that a stake in a beer bet?
No, it was not a stake in a beer. I would not have put that bet. Yeah, I mean, Bucs division run. I mean, it's just like we thought, right? The Bucs are going to be in the South. You got the Vikings winning the North. You got Seattle leading in the West. Yeah, it's just like we thought the season was going to go on,
super
right?
predictable league.
Yeah, it's just how we thought everything was going to go.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I love it
so much. Hey, Bucs fans, Baker Mayfield fans, appreciate you hanging out with us here. The O-Line Committee, again, click that subscribe button and the like button if you enjoy these film breakdowns. Give us recommendations for other things you'd love to see these guys break down. And then you can find our podcast every week, too. O-Line Committee YouTube channel, Apple, and Spotify.